discussing some important topics today. Hope we caught you at the right time. I hope we caught you at a good place. Hope you in the right place in life because right now we're gonna give you some life changing information, and I want you to listen to one of my longtime mentors that I always took to, and hopefully you could benefit from some of the same lessons that we all need to learn. And right now we talking about challenging some of the paradigms that we always taught. So what I'm gonna do is let this man get up here and explain what he mean when he talking about stepping away from the 97%, stepping away from the 98% at this point of the people that we're going to see. We need to probably do a little bit different from what they're doing, but I'm not going to step on his message. I'm going to let this man get up here and I'm going to let him speak. And let's take heed to what the man is saying because, like, it's real. And these lessons are things that the rich have been going by for some time now. You'll see it uh, in the actions as you hear him talking about it. So listen to Jim Rome and what he speaks on.
You to do walk away from the 97%. Don't use their vocabulary. Don't use their excuses. Don't use their method of drift and neglect. Won't even walk around the block for their health. Won't even eat an apple a day. Won't even take the time to refine their philosophy for a better life. Walk away and join the 3%. Guess how many people can retire from the income of their own personal resources when it comes time to retire? Answer, 5%. In America, 5% of the people are independent. 95% are dependent. Take charge of your own retirement, you can multiply it at least by 5. Let the government take care of it, some company take care of it, you got to divide by 5. I'm asking you, take charge of your own retirement. Take charge of your own life. It happens to be one of the titles of my own cassette program, Take Charge of Your Own Life. That's what we've talked about here all morning. Take charge of your own day. Don't have days like most people have. You'll wind up broke and poor. Pennies, no treasures. Trinkets, no values. Change it all. And it starts as simple as an apple a day. It starts as simple as the first book of your new library. It starts as simple as the first journal that you get, and make the first entry that when people see it will say, this is the beginning of a study of a serious student. They're going to be healthy. They're going to be powerful. They're going to be rich. They're going to have it all. Look, they've committed themselves to a whole new journey. I'm asking you to do that. But what's easy to do is what? Easy not to do. But walk away from the 90%. Walk away from the 97%. Walk away from the 95%. Don't go where they go. Don't do what they do. Don't talk like they talk. Develop you a whole new language. Be part of the few. Guess when I went and got this little book, Richest Man in Babylon? Guess when I went and got it? The same day I heard about it. I went and got it. Somebody says, well, Mr. Rohn, does that make you different than most everybody else? And the answer is yes. Somebody says, well, why is that? We don't know. What do we know? You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. All we know is some get the spark and say, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change my health. I'm going to change my relationship with my family. I'm going to change everything. And if it starts with an apple, if it starts with a walk around the block, if it starts with a book, if it starts with a journal, whatever it starts with, I'm a candidate. I'm ready to go and change my life. I invite you on that journey. Once you look back on it, you will never turn back. You'll never go back to the old ways and the old language and the old neglect. Never. Cardiovascular problems alone in America create over 1,000 funerals a day. And 70% of it is neglect. I'm asking you not to hope they're going to fix this out here next year so that you'll be healthier. I'm asking you to pick up some new disciplines so that you will be healthier. Drive yourself to do it. Book by book, entry by entry. It's all available for you.
Wow, man! I hope you heard my man, man. That was real, and that's how we gotta go about carrying things out. Because if we don't, what's going to end up happening is that we're going to end up carrying out the same stereotypical program that they already got set up for. So right now, what my man saying is you got to walk away from the 98%. You don't want to do what they do. You don't really want to be under the mindset that they have, and so from an African American perspective, we already know that if we do what they designed us to do, then we're gonna continue that same slave mentality. We never gonna break the cycles. What's good for the master is gonna be good for us, and what's good for us, we never gonna have the power and the courage to do, and we'll always undermine and hate on each other's individual talent and abilities to be able to climb out their situation. And that's what we see. That's what they say, crab in a bucket mentality or whatever. You see that a lot of times in the African American community because we've been programmed. 98 or 99% of us have been programmed to be a certain type of way. And when you look at it, a lot of us not gonna make it. A lot of people not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you got to look at it in totality. You're going to either continue the cycle or you're going to break it. This is just the black business tip for the day. It's not nothing that's going to hold you. I'm not trying to hold you, take up your time. I'm telling you briefly how it's going. You can either take the advice and act on it and move with it, or you can either hear it and not take heed to it. But at the end of the day, you have to walk away from the 98% and what 98% of these people are doing out here. Because if you don't, once again, you're gonna be in the situation where you repeating the cycle rather than breaking the cycle. And so in 2021, it's a cycle. I mean, it's a choice. Whether you want to continue this cycle or whether you want to break it. And if you want to break it, it's gonna require getting some new education, require getting some new ways of thinking, require getting some new entertainment, require coming up with some new habits and some activities that's going to allow us to break through and walk away from what 98% of these people are doing. So that's my black business rant for the day, my brief black business tip. Um, so I hope you get that. Send this video to an entrepreneur if you or a bit or young guy, young sister, someone that this video can help. But your black business matters, y'all. Y'all keep it going. Y'all stay strong, stay positive, stay motivated. Black business matters, y'all. Keep it up.